Hello, Carla Jean. This is Jack Olmsted, and I am going to analyze the video I shot of you today at the Mountain View gym playing a game of pickleball. It's only about 4 minutes long, so this should not take that long to analyze your serve. So let's get right to it. Let's make sure I'm doing it right. Okay, so this is the video that I shot, and I'm going to slow it down here. We've got Jeannie. She's going to do a serve. So let's just take a look at Jeannie's serve, see how she does it. And she's doing a 1, 2, 3 serve 2, like we were talking about on the hall. See how she starts with the paddle. Here she's got her paddle and her ball together. This is how she starts her serve. Paddle and ball. And then she goes back. That's 2 right there. And then she throws the ball up. See how she tosses it up just a little bit? She's not really throwing it. She just kind of tosses it. Just kind of comes up from her hand. It's not a big toss. And then she strikes right through it. And look at where she finishes her paddle motion, her backswing. It's right over her left shoulder, basically. We'll see that again. And that was in the court. It's coming back to you. Okay, so if we can talk about your stroke here, why don't we do that? What I suggest that will help you out is when you see the ball coming towards you, like right now, you know it's going to be your forehand, you're left-handed. You see that it's coming right here, that it's going to be a forehand. Get your paddle back as soon as possible. Just get it back. Overemphasize it. Overemphasize getting your paddle back, ready for the ball. And plant your feet. You have an idea of where it's going to bounce. Okay, here it comes. Here it comes. But for you and a lot of people I see, the paddle isn't back. You're kind of making a game out of it. Your paddle is there. Now it's coming back. And it's a lot like your serve. It's like 1, 2, 3. It's like you start from the beginning, you push it back, and then you bring it forward. And when you do that, you're throwing a lot of wrist into it, and it's not a smooth stroke. See, you've moved it back. You're down here, and you threw some wrist into it, and that's very hard to control. Look at it again. Come back. See, you bring it back, kind of behind your arm to snap the ball. You kind of snap it, and you're running at the same time. You want to stop, hit, and then move forward. You see, you're running. See, you don't stop. You just are continually running. Very hard to control. Got a lot of things working against you. So points to remember: get your paddle back as soon as possible when you see it's coming to your backhand or your forehand. Stop moving, don't move. And then everything will follow suit. Very basic stuff. And I don't know if you really knew where you want to put it. Well, you put it down the line to Helena, and she put it up, but that ball was moving up. And then you hit it and deflected it. That was probably going to go out. Okay, let's, I think nope, that was the first serve. So let's move this forward. Okay, here's Elena. She's going to serve. See, she's got a 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm showing people who you are. See, look at. She's got her paddle back. She's moving forward, and she's stopped. She's not moving. She's playing. Jeannie is stopped, and then she hits it. Then she moves. She's stopped. Then she moves. And Helena, again, she's a tennis player. She's got her paddle back, and then it's really easy for her to hit it. She's not making a game out of it. She tried to lob, that didn't work out too well. Hits it over to Jim. Jim's trying to lob. Jeannie's having none of that. She hits a winner. Okay, here's Jim's serve. Again, 1, 2, 3. And he's just tapping it over the net. And again, if you take a look at your backhand, you bring it back right after the ball hits the floor. You're bringing your paddle back all the way. It should be all the way back. Okay, Jim is going to hit it over. It's going to be out. Yep, it's out. Okay, so let's move on. We're going to see Jeannie serve. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I don't know what the heck's going on here. Went into the net. Looks like Jeannie's going to serve again. Okay, this is a different angle. Oh, is that you, Carla Jean?
Yes, yes, yes. Oh my God.
Hi.
Weird. Hi.
Thanks for joining me. I was just going over your video.
Yeah, this is incredible how you do this.
So can you, I don't see you. I don't know. Do you have a camera on your computer?
Yes.
I don't really have to see you.
Yeah.
As long as you can see the screen and you can hear me,
Enable.
that
Okay, here. Hang on just 1 second.
that is fine. And if you want to see me, you're still there, right? Hello? Hello? Well, I will continue. Oh, there you are.
Okay.
Yeah, there you are. You're on your phone?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
And can you see the video?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just going to get right to it, okay?
Okay.
Since I've already been talking for about 2 minutes.
Okay. So
So
I have to do this at the same time you are on.
not necessarily, but
Okay.
if you want to ask questions or anything while I'm going through it, you can ask questions.
Okay. Cool.
If you don't understand what I'm talking about,
Okay.
then you can ask questions while I'm going through it. So we're into this video, 1 minute and 27 seconds. I'm slowing it down. This is Jeannie. She's going to do a serve. And again, I was kind of showing how she does a 1, 2, 3 serve too. Like you showed me your serve out
Yeah.
in the hallway. So this is how she starts. She starts, with her paddle up against the ball, and then she brings it back. See how she throws it up a little bit?
Yeah.
See that?
Yep.
It's not really a high toss. It's just a little, she's just getting it out of her hand.
Yeah.
Here, I'll do that again.
And she has a good
It's
serve.
just comes up.
She has a good
And she's bending her knees a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Her eyes are on the ball. Her paddle is back now. This is one, this is a second, and then it comes three. Comes all the way through, and you can see her body weight is also pushing the ball.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You can see how
Yeah.
she kind of steps into it.
Okay.
And anyway, this is going to come back, and Jeannie's going to send it over to Jim. And Jim's going to hit it out. Boom. Okay, so we get to see her serve again. Or maybe it was in. I don't know what happened there. But anyway, here's your serve. So here you are. You're looking at the court, right?
Yeah.
So you start here. 1, 2, 3. And you don't throw it up, you just drop the ball. See how you drop it? Not like Jeannie, she tosses the ball up. You are looking at the ball right here. Look at this. You're looking at the ball, looking at the ball, looking at the ball. That's all good. And then you bring your head up. If you keep your head down,
okay,
you're going to prevent your arm to come up.
Okay.
So you're going 1, 2, and also you're whipping it with your back. See how you whip it right here? You're coming, and then right from this position, no more arm. You're whipping it. See how you bring your paddle back like that?
Yeah.
That's all wrist.
Oh.
See, you're ready to throw wrist into this.
Okay.
And what you want is to keep your arm and your wrist totally stationary and move everything with your shoulder. You don't want to move your elbow or your wrist. That gets you into problems. What you want to do is move everything with your shoulder. And you just want to come down on it. And again, you're just dropping the ball. And you're kind of making a game out of it because you're not giving yourself that much time from when you drop the ball and when you hit the ball. If you throw the ball up a little bit, you're giving yourself a little bit more time to hit the ball.
Yeah.
And see where your paddle ends?
Yeah.
You stop it right here. If you take a look at Jeannie, how her paddle, where it ends over her left shoulder. For you, it should go over your right shoulder. So your arm should just kind of swing all the way through on up. You're kind of stopping it right here. Because you're stopping it here, you're messing around with how you hit the ball.
Okay.
And you're throwing a lot of wrist into it.
Okay.
You want to get it's very difficult to change old habits. I mean, when Jeannie is getting the forehand. That was both of your forehands, actually.
Yeah. It's hard with the left-handed player.
Yeah, well, people forget. I think you won the point the way they're acting. So we get to see your serve again. Yeah, from a different position. Nope, this is Elena's serve. Nope, your serve. Okay, they were all confused.
It was a very confusing game, I think.
Okay, so here you go. We're going to watch it again.
Oh, God.
Here we go.
No footwork.
Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Let's speed it up a little bit. A lot of talk. A lot more talk. Okay. Oh, everybody was confused.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, because you hit the ball and it was out, and they called it out.
Okay.
You didn't hit the ball in the court, so here, let's keep. I think I have you one more time serving. Oh, and then I got on the stage. Yeah, Jim again, he has a 1, 2, 3. Most people, then they begin this, they don't want to blow their serve. See that 1, 2, 3. And that motion going from here back, you don't need that motion. If you start from the back and you just do one smooth motion, you take that all out of the equation. And so before you showed up, I was talking about you running and hitting the ball. And that is a recipe for disaster. See, you're running and you're hitting. See that?
Yeah.
See the ball's coming, you're running and you're hitting.
So I'm not keeping it out in front of me. Yeah.
What you want to do is stop. You want to run, stop, and they talk about doing this split step, which means you run, you split step, you kind of like straddle your right and your left foot on the court. You stop, and then you hit the ball. It's very difficult when you're running and hitting the ball.
Yeah, yeah.
You think that you're getting more time, but it's very difficult to run and hit and control the ball. I mean, you're able to do it sometimes, but again, that's kind of another recipe for disaster. You want to run up, stop, and then hit.
Okay.
And I also talk about getting your paddle back. And another thing you can work on is just getting your paddle in the ready position, using your right and your left hand together when you hit the ball instead of just letting your right hand dangle. Get your right hand involved in your stroke. And I can talk about that in another video because I think we're just going to look at your serve. So again, here's your serve.
There's no footwork.
Well, you're stepping, that's good. Yeah. You're stepping, that's footwork. You're not just standing there. You'll see some people that just stand there. You're pushing and you are moving your body weight forward. Look at your left foot is coming off the ground, so you are putting your weight behind it. But you're just not giving yourself that much time to strike the ball. And you've done this enough so that you have the timing down. This is all timing.
I'm letting it drop.
What's that?
Letting it drop.
You're letting it drop. You want to push it up you want to throw it up into the air a little bit. And also on right here, you're bringing see, if you start at this position instead of like coming back, if you just start here and see right here, right there, you throw your wrist into it, right there. You see how you just snap your wrist a little bit?
My left hand, you mean?
Your left hand, your left arm right here. I don't know if you can see that. Here, let me run it back. You're running back, and then just right there.
Okay.
I can go frame by frame, right? There. See how you just move it right there?
Yeah.
It's here. It's now there. See that?
Yeah.
That's wrist. You're not doing anything with your arm, and you're not doing anything. That's wrist.
Okay.
And now you're going to snap it. You're coming down, and you're going to snap your wrist. And you want to take your wrist out of it. You want to keep your wrist totally straight with your arm, and it needs to be one fluid motion. You're putting too many components in there, which again is a recipe for disaster. And you're stopping. You have no backs. You have no follow through.
Yeah, right. I know. Yeah.
It's like you stop it right there. You stop it. You want that thing to go. You want your paddle to go all the way up over your right shoulder. And again, you're also not really You're hitting on a straight knee. See how your knee is straight?
Yeah. Okay.
You bend it a little bit, but it's really a straight knee, and then you just come up.
Okay.
You want to bend your knee.
Okay.
And I believe that was out
It's a lot
as
worse
well.
than I thought.
Yeah, a lot of wrist.
Huh.
And you can go through this video with these editing keys too if you want. I can show
Okay.
you.
Wow.
Well, you just type in Google or YouTube editing keys, do a Google search, and you can get the key on how to stop and start and slow down the
Okay.
YouTube videos.
I go into Google what?
I just Google, the search engine.
Okay. And then I put in what? YouTube.
YouTube editing keystrokes. YouTube keystrokes.
YouTube keystrokes. Okay. Huh.
Yeah, I'll put a link, and that's the end of the video.
Okay.
Then I had to go play. So here I wanted to show you. This is my serve right here. This is a video I shot down in Santa Rosa, California. This is me in the background. You see me?
Here. Oh.
I'm in the
Oh, yeah.
black shirt.
In the what?
I'm in the black shirt right back here.
Yeah. 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 Okay.
You see me?
Yeah.
So this is, whoops. I gotta slow this down. Do this, make this theater. Okay. Okay. So this is how my serve. See how my paddle is now above my head?
Yeah. Barely. Yeah. I can see it.
You see that?
Uh-huh.
I just go one stroke, just like that.
Okay.
I'm bending my knees. See, my knees are bent.
Okay.
I'm throwing the ball up. I'm tossing it just a little bit. It's not a drop, it's a toss. It might look like like a drop, but it's actually a little. See, I drop. See that?
I can't. It's kind of far away, but
if you look at it, I just toss it up a little bit.
yeah. Okay.
My weight is going forward, and see where my paddle ends up?
Yeah.
Over my left shoulder, above my head. I'm not stopping it. It's just one fluid motion.
Okay.
One fluid motion.
Okay.
Okay, so that's my serve. This here is in nationals down in Arizona. This happened on the 11th. So this happened yesterday. This is Kyle Yates right here, who has the ball.
Really?
He's going to be serving.
Oh, wow. Huh.
He's like one of the #1 players in the world.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at his serve. Let me slow this down. He starts with his paddle right where I start, right above his head.
Mm-hmm.
See that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Watch how he tosses the ball. He tosses it up just a little bit. We're going to go right back. See, he just tosses it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even a toss. It's almost like a drop, but he tosses it just a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. And then it's one fluid motion. One fluid motion. He brings it up. That's where he starts. Okay. One fluid motion. Look where he finishes with his paddle. Yeah. Way over his right shoulder. He's a right-handed player. Right over his left shoulder, right above his head. Mm-hmm. That's how he serves. Mm-hmm. It's not a 1, 2, 3. It's just a one swing. And there, that's going to go into the net. Here, we'll see Christine McGrath. Do you know Christine McGrath?
Yeah, I've heard of her, yeah.
She's over here, and she's going to serve. Okay. Nope, no, he's not. This is Ben Johns. He's going to serve. So watch his serve. And he's got a 1, 2, 3 serve. He bounces the ball. This is his routine. He stops right here. This is where he starts his serve. A lot of people have this 1, 2, 3 serve. 1, 2, 3. See that?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2. Whoops. Let me get that back here. It brings 1, 2, 3. But there's no wrist in it. No
Mm-hmm.
wrist.
Hmm.
Well, he is
So,
throwing some wrist because he's throwing some top spin on it. But he's coming
yeah.
under the ball and throwing top spin on it. And you
Okay.
don't want to do that when you're having problems with your serve.
No, yeah, right.
Keep your wrist out of it, just like a pendulum on a clock, big
Mm-hmm.
grandfather clock. Just
Mm-hmm.
have it, one smooth motion.
Okay. When I
Okay.
watch this again, will your voice be there?
Yep, my voice will be there.
Okay.
So here's Christine McGrath.
Okay.
So she does a 1, 2, 3. See, she starts right here. Her paddle is next to her ball, like yours, but she's sideways, And then she brings it back. That's the second position, and that's the third position. 1, 2, 3.
Hmm.
So it's not like it's the worst thing in the world that you do this 1, 2, 3 serve. I just think there's too many components to it,
Yeah. Okay.
and you just want to make it as clean and as easy for you as possible.
Yeah.
One fluid motion instead of three
Mm-hmm.
motions. You can get out of whack. We can watch her serve again here.
Okay. Yeah.
There she is. She's bending her knees. If you take a look at her knees and her weight going forward, and she's doing a step. She's going
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3 steps.
Hmm.
Now she's moving over to the side. And she's getting it low, and it's hitting the middle of the court. And you see how she gets her paddle back really
Mm-hmm.
soon. As soon as it comes back, you want to get your paddle back to hit the ball. You don't want to wait until the ball is a couple of
Mm-hmm.
feet from you to get your paddle back. Anyway, I thought I would just show you
Okay. Yeah, that's
some
great.
examples of the pros and then an example of my serve, since that's where I'm coming from.
Huh.
And then I also sent you a link. I don't know if I can pull it up right now. I probably can't. To a Norm Davis video that he did in 2011. He was like the education coordinator for the USAPA. And he talks about losing your serve.
Oh, really?
And there's a link to that video in the description of this video on YouTube.
What? And
it's only about a minute and a half video. Here I'm on the screen now.
oh.
See? And you can take a look at that. And he says, if you lose your serve, one of the things you can do is just toss the ball up in the air just a little bit like that.
Okay. What? What is it called? YouTube what?
I'm going to send you a link to this video.
Okay. How do you send it?
I'm going to send it to you on Facebook.
On Facebook.
In Messenger.
Okay. So I just go into my Facebook.
You go to Facebook, and I'm going to have a link to this video.
Okay.
In Facebook, like I sent you the link.
Right.
To this, and you just click on it, and then you'll see this video that we're doing right now.
Okay.
And underneath the video in the description box, there'll be a link to the Norm Davis video, and I'll also put a link to the YouTube shortcut keys.
Okay.
So if you want to go through the original video or any videos to see how people serve and see your serve, then you can do that. And so if you take these suggestions to heart and you practice, you go down to the courthouse and you hit out over the net. In fact, do you have a pickleball picker-upper?
You know what? I have a tennis ball picker-upper that I'm going to modify for pickleballs.
Oh, I have one of those, and it really doesn't work. But
Well, I was
um,
gonna cut the wires, the two wires on the bottom, two prongs or whatever you call them, and
yeah,
then
I don't know if you really need that.
keep, you know, it'll work.
Yeah, I'm sure it will work. But there is I put a pickleball picker-upper at the gym, and you can take that home and use that to pick up balls if you want.
Really? Oh, it's at the on the stage.
It's on the stage. It's a red tube, and right by the curtains.
Okay.
If you open up the curtains over there on the left-hand side,
Yeah.
you open it up, you'll see a big red tube there,
Okay.
and you can just take that and use it
Okay.
to pick up your pickleballs when you're
Oh,
drilling.
great. That's great, Jack.
It's a lot easier than bending down and
Right. Right.
picking them up.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate this.
Well,
Are
thank
you
you
sure?
for reaching
Now,
out,
do
and
you
I
charge for this, Jack?
no, this is free. This is free for the first 20 people. I got a deal out there
Huh.
that if people want their strokes um, or their game analyzed, I will do it for
Oh,
free for the first 20 people,
oh, that's really
so
nice.
that people behind you can then say, "Oh, this is a value." And the hope,
Hmm.
the hope is that I can videotape you in a week or 2 weeks, and we can see actual
Then,
improvement
okay.
in your serve,
Yeah.
taking your suggestion.
Okay. That's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Because
I'll work on it.
you're helping
I'm
me,
gonna work on it.
because you're helping me, and I'm helping you, and that's kind of how it works.
Yeah.
So I'm going to end this broadcast
Okay.
right now.
Okay.
We can talk offline if you want. Thanks a lot
All
for
right.
showing up.
All right.
This is great, Carla.